So what are freight agents? So what does it mean to be licensed? They start off as individual agents, are making millions. So what is the type of work that a freight agent will do? What's up, YouTube? In this video, you'll learn all about freight agents. So what are freight agents? It's a company that can legally move freight under the license of a freight broker. So what does it mean to be licensed? If you want to move freight legally within the United States, you must have what's called an operating authority through the FMCSA, which stands for the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. The FMCSA is part of the Department of Transportation. You'll often hear the term DOT. Additionally, you also have to hold liability insurance and a surety bond. A surety bond is something that helps prevent fraud or failure to pay motor carriers or shippers in a timely manner. Freight agent doesn't have to worry about these things because they work under the authority of a freight broker and typically for some commission. Depending on the type of agreement an agent may have with a brokerage, the commission can range anywhere from 30% to 75%. This may seem high, but there's a lot of headache that goes into dealing with the licensing and the legal liabilities. And as an agent, you don't really have to worry about that. Additionally, the brokerage will take care of things like invoicing, payments, credit, insurance claims. The brokerage will also provide agents the technology that's needed to run a transportation business, which is usually a transportation management software or TMS. And don't worry if you don't know what that is. I'll put a link in the description and you can check that out. By working under a brokerage, an agent will get the brand of that freight brokerage when they're prospecting new shippers and also when they're pitching to carriers to haul the loads. They also get access to the broker's carrier network, and this could mean tens of thousands of carriers that are already pre-vetted. These are carriers that the broker has worked with, they have some relationship in, there's some history on what lanes they do, and a lot of the safety rating to determine if a carrier can or cannot be used to haul freight, well, that gets done through the brokerage. And this is beneficial because it takes a lot of time to build up a network of carriers. So if you think about it, the commission is actually worth it. As a freight agent, you can spend more time on growing your book of business, finding more shipper customers, and also focus time on building carrier relationships. So really specializing in a specific lane, building a relationship with carriers that run that lane, and then for those customers that you have. If you're new to the freight industry, it's a good idea to start off as a freight agent or go work for someone so you can learn the business. So what is the type of work that a freight agent will do? Well, it's very similar to what a freight broker will do, just not a lot of that legal stuff. Freight agents will spend most of their time on sales and prospecting. So getting in and bringing in more shipper customers, so bringing in more loads, servicing those customers and, working with them to see what their freight needs are, helping them get their freight moved as they're manufacturing, their warehouses are ready to start shipping out some product. And then finding carriers for that freight and negotiating with them rates and prices. Once the carrier is booked, the agents will have to manage the load from pickup to delivery. So making sure that the carriers get on time, that they have everything they need around pickup or delivery. And if there's any problems that come up, a lot of times freight agents spend time problem solving. Trucks get delayed, drivers don't have pickup numbers at warehouses, they can't find the location. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, trucks can break down. So really an agent will have to facilitate between the carrier and communicate to the shipper throughout the transit of the load to make sure that the product will get to where it needs to in a timely fashion. The amount of money that a freight agent can make really depends on the amount of loads that they're getting from shippers and also the margins that they're making on those loads. There isn't really a formula for how much money a freight agent can make. It really depends on how many customers you can land. And you can start off as an individual, and as you bring in more customers and more volume, you realize, hey, I need to have a team to grow. And freight agents as individuals can start out at around $50 to $60,000 per year. As you grow and get more volume, you can make several hundreds of $1,000s a year. And I've seen agencies that are hiring teams and training teams. They start off as individual agents, are making millions and tens of millions of dollars because they get really good at bringing in customers, servicing the customers, building strong carrier relationships, and making sure that their margins are profitable enough. So there really isn't a limit. It all depends on your hustle and how well you can run a business that provides a top level of service. If you're new to freight and maybe have prospected out some shippers but don't really know where to start, well, there's a lot of great freight brokers out there that take in agents. My personal recommendation is Priority One out of Little Rock, Arkansas. I've been in the industry for almost a decade and they are one of the best. I'm not sponsored by them, nor am I getting paid to say any of this. That's just my honest recommendation. I know a lot of great people that work there and even from their agency side have grown very rapidly. They have some really good technology, an amazing TMS. So check them out. Priority One Inc. out of Little Rock, Arkansas. If you have any questions, drop a comment. If you like the video, hit a thumbs up, subscribe for more future videos like this. If you want other videos, let us know in the comments and we will see you next time.